Are you interested in buying a home in 2018 but not sure where to start? In this video, we're going to go over step-by-step how to buy a home. There's a lot of different opinions on where to start. In my opinion, it's not necessarily to start with a lender. You're definitely going to want to connect with a good local realtor. Now, when I say good realtor, I don't just mean a top producing realtor or the first person you find on Google. You're going to want to find an agent or a broker that that you can connect with, that you get along with. That's very important. You're going to be spending a lot of time with this person. You're going to be sharing a lot of personal information with this person when you're buying a home. So it definitely helps to have a good rapport with that person and not just be leaning on someone's experience or the fact that they might sell a lot of homes. You might not get along with them and they might not get along with you, and that can definitely affect getting a good price on a home. So rule number one, step number one, find a good realtor. I'm a realtor here in Western North Carolina. My information is down below. Step number two, I would say, and I think any realtor that you connect with is going to tell you immediately to go talk to a lender. You're going to want to talk to a bank. Maybe you know somebody you want to go get your loan with, or maybe your new realtor can offer up some suggestions. In the links below, if you're in Western North Carolina, I know we work with quite a few really good lenders in the area, and we will have their links below that you can click on their links and get the online application process started. So you can get that started online today after you watch this video or while you're watching this video. So it's a great place to start. If you are going to buy a home, you're going to want to talk to a lender, because the last thing that you want to do is start house hunting, fall in love with some house you find online. You know, we've all done it. And then you want to, talk to the lender, make an offer on the house, and you can't afford it. So that can really put a kink in your home buying process. You want to be prepared, know how much you can spend, know how much house you can buy. It's going to make the home search a lot easier and a lot less painful. So talk with a lender. So when you talk with this lender, they are essentially, there's two stages. The first stage is getting pre-qualified. They're going to go over kind of a broad spectrum of questions. They're going to want to see what kind of income you got, what kind of debt you have, what your credit score looks like, all that stuff. And they're going to make kind of a broad determination based on those facts about, how much you could potentially afford. Now, this does not mean that you are guaranteed that amount of money. This is really just a kind of baseline. If all these things that you told us are true, then this is how much money we could potentially lend on a home. Now, there's different elements that change that. The home, what kind of loan it is, what kind of loan package you can qualify for. So you're definitely going to want to get pre-qualified as soon as you possibly can in the home search. Again, because then you're going to know what you can buy, what you can afford. So that's a great step. All right, so now that all the boring loan paperwork and all that stuff is done, you've got pre-qualified, you've got a number, maybe let's say $150,000, $200,000. Now you can reconnect with your realtor. You guys are going to hit the MLS. You're going to talk about some of your needs, some of your wants, some of the things you absolutely must have. And a good realtor is going to go over all that stuff with you. They're going to talk about, not just what elements you want in a home, but what kind of lifestyle you have, because that's important too, to know, the kind of utility of the home. Are you going to be spending a lot of time there? Do you entertain? All that stuff definitely comes into play when looking at a home, and it's going to help your realtor pick out homes that might suit your needs. This is the fun part, finding a home. You're going to get on the MLS, you're going to look at all the houses, and hopefully you're going to find a few to choose from and whittle them down and make an offer, which is the next step. All right, sweet. We found a house for you. You guys are so pumped about it. You made an offer. What does that entail? That's where a lot of people get scared. They don't know what's a good deal, what's not a good deal. A lot of people watch way too much HGTV, and they think they can offer $50,000 below asking price just because they want to get a deal. That is a really good way to offend a seller. Depending on your market, but usually you don't want to go down that much. You're going to want to talk with your realtor again. They're going to guide you, show you what homes are selling for in that neighborhood, show you comparable sales of homes that are similar to that one. So you're not just kind of shooting in the dark and saying, oh, I want to get a good deal, so let's just offer $50,000 and see what we get. they might not come back with a counteroffer, and you might have just shot yourself in the foot. So, talk with your broker, look at the numbers, see what's selling, see what's not selling, see what's a reasonable number, and you're going to come in with a reasonable offer. You don't want it to get, you're going to expect a little bit of back and forth, but more often than not, you're not going to get, again, $50,000 off the top of asking price just because. Again, get with your realtor, come up with a good strategy. If you guys ever have any questions, if you don't have a good realtor or need a good realtor, shoot me a private message or email or anything, or just give me a call. Whatever area you're in, I can help you. Definitely don't hesitate to leave comments in the comment section and private message me. So. Alright, so all the negotiating is done. We have got an offer, we have a contract, we have two people, the seller and the buyer, both agreed on terms, price, all that stuff. We're going to package up that paperwork, send it to the attorney or title company wherever you live. Here in North Carolina, we use attorneys for everything. Anyway, you're going to package up all that paperwork, and you are going to start the process of buying this home. So due diligence period essentially is just your homework. You are going to have whatever time. I usually recommend 2 to 3 weeks due diligence, and I think your bank will agree with me on that one. They want 2 or 3 weeks to kind of figure out if you can afford the home too. So they're going to be doing their homework. You're going to be doing your homework. First things first, you're going to call a home inspector. Again, a realtor is going to know a good one that they can get out there quickly. Home inspector is going to be going over everything from the roof down to the foundation. We're going in and out of everything. They're going to give you a sweet little report at the end. Tells you all the problems. Some are going to be cosmetic, some will be minor, some will be major, like roofing issues, foundation issues, plumbing issues, things that are going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to want to know about that stuff. And they're not all deal breakers. You're going to see some things in there that you might be willing to look the other way. Or on the other hand, you might say, okay, I still want to buy the home, but I don't want to spend $5,000 on new plumbing. So maybe you come back and you negotiate with the seller and the listing agent again, say, hey, I really want to move forward with the house. We're getting approved of the loan and all this stuff, but some of these issues came up in the home inspection, and I'm not quite sure, if we want to bring that out of pocket. Could you guys, either lower the offer price or come in, fix it, whatever. You guys can work out a number of things. They are certainly not required to do any of those things. They can say no and say sorry, see you later. But more often than not, if you're a good buyer and you've got your pre-qualification and all that stuff done, they're going to take it seriously, and they might be willing to do some things there. So. Nothing's ever a deal breaker. Always ask your agent, what's the next step? Where do we go from here? And if they're a good agent, they will guide you and they'll help you. So due diligence period is, again, just your homework time. Figure out if you want to move forward or not. So after your due diligence period, there will be another period of time where you are locked into the deal. You are set to close. You are legally bound to close the transaction at this point. So that's, again, the bank now is going to move forward even more steps, more qualifying, more whatever they do behind the scenes to decide whether or not they give you the money. But by this time, you should be pretty confident that they're going to give you the money. So you're ready to move forward. The attorney, again, and the title company in the background, they're doing all their research on the home to make sure the title's clean, make sure there's no issues. The lender wants to know if there's any liens or anything like that. They're going to clear up all defects in the title. They're going to make sure everything's ready to close. But oftentimes I will go with my buyers down to closing and just kind of be a little support system there, because I do work with a lot of first-time home buyers, so they've never done this before. So usually I have to wire some money in to cash to close. The attorneys will send you all that stuff. I'm certainly not going to tell you what your attorney will require of you, because I don't know, but they will ask you to do certain things, and they will let you know. Be very clear. They'll give you a date, time. You show up, you come in, and if you're a buyer and you're using a loan, you're going to sign a lot of paperwork. You're going to sign all sorts of loan documents, all sorts of deed prep, all sorts of just crazy documents, signing over and over and over again that you know what you're doing, which is important. It's good. You want that. So don't get nervous during all that. Everything's already done. Now you're just making it official by putting your name on everything. Typically, you're not going to get the keys right then and there at the table and shake hands and walk over and move into your house. That's not how it works. I know that in the state of North Carolina, they have to you have to go record it at the courthouse. Otherwise, it is not official yet. So what the attorney will do, they usually won't rush right over there. They'll wait an hour or two, get more paperwork together, and then they will go straight to the courthouse, record your paperwork. You own that home now. All the documents, the loan documents have been recorded. Now the world knows about it. The world knows about your debt. So the lender's satisfied, and yeah, you're gonna go get the keys from the attorney or your realtor or however you guys arrange that, and you are gonna have bought a house. All in all, I would say expect 45 to 60 days to close from the day, from the moment it's accepted and you guys start your due diligence period. It's going to be about 45 to 60 days to close, depending on the loan package. I've done a few in 30 days, but oh my God, they're a nightmare. So unless you absolutely have to move out in 30 days, don't put your agent through that. Don't put anyone involved through that. I have had deals like that, and they're just really draining on everybody. So, but yeah, that's all. That's my wisdom for the day. Please, if you guys like this video, please subscribe. I will be doing a whole other series of videos basically going over each element of these slides. So really the ins and outs of how-tos, maybe some screenshots of loan paperwork and stuff like that. So if you're really looking to buy a house this year and this is the first thing you just looked up, first thing you're seeing, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of videos about how to buy a house. I'll be talking to lenders, appraisers, inspectors, all the people involved with buying a home, because I noticed that there's not a lot of stuff for consumers out there. There's a lot of stuff to try to teach other agents how to be better agents or how to sell you a success program or whatever it might be for real estate. But there's not a lot of stuff on teaching consumers what they need to know about buying a home, and that's what my channel is going to be all about. It's going to be all about showing you how to buy homes, how to sell homes, how to invest in real estate, all that stuff, keeping you up to date with all the legislation that's going on. So definitely, please, again, subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Again, I'm Zach Newland, Realtor in North Carolina, and it's been a pleasure talking to you guys.